Activision Blizzard collects millions of dollars from Google? Epic Games says Google paid Activision Blizzard $360 million to not create game content. Epic Games has brought new charges against Google, alleging that the business made multi-million-dollar deals with Activision Blizzard to stifle competition. Google paid Activision Blizzard $360 million to not create its own App Store. Alphabet Inc.'s Google has reached agreements with at least 24 major players to stem the hard elements of their Play Store ownership, including a 3-year agreement to pay hundreds of millions of dollars to Activision Blizzard. In 2020, Google also agreed to pay Tencent's Riot Games $30 million for a year in a similar arrangement. The papers state, Epic Games accuses Google in a new development. Key details appear in a new, unedited copy of the lawsuit Epic Games first filed against Google in 2020 over alleged unfair practices that interacted with Android marketing and Play Store. Google, Activision and Riot did not immediately comment on the new profile announcement released by Epic Games. But Google has reminded that the lawsuit is baseless and does not take into account the actions of the maker of Unreal Engine. Last year, Epic nearly lost a similar lawsuit against Apple. Google's agreements with developers have been outlined in previous versions of the lawsuit, but the exact terms have not been disclosed. The agreement with Activision was announced in January 2020, shortly after the announcement with Google that it was approving the launch of its own application address. Google also over the same time period predicts billions of dollars in lost app revenue as developers switch to alternative systems. Epic's lawsuit alleges that Google knew the acquisition of Activision, ensures that Activision would abandon its plan to launch a difficult app store, and that Google was looking forward to this outcome. At the time, the Call of Duty provider was also considering creating its own Android app store to launch exclusive mobile games on. A Google spokesperson mentioned to Bloomberg that it has never minimized any game stores launching in competing app stores. The company added that Epic Games misinterpreted the business issues. These deals include agreements with Activision Blizzard and Riot Games as part of the Project Hug program to help developers give Google Play users early access to new games.